All of a sudden, the Republicans in the House have seen the light. They're willing to reverse a vote that they took not more than a week ago. 100% of them voted for the Ryan budget, which would allow the interest rates to double from 3.4% to 6.8%. Thank God they've seen the light. Thank you, President Obama, for shedding some light on this. And now they say they're for stopping that. But how do they want to pay for it? They want to take it from their favorite target, women's health. I don't know why it hasn't dawned on them yet that the health of America's women is very important to the health of America's families. And so they want to take the funds from women's health and then also childhood immunizations. That's very important. The immunization of every child in America is important to every other child in America. And that's where they want to take the money from. What the motion that we have here today is to say, instead of taking the money, instead of robbing Paula to pay Peter, we should be taking the money from the tax subsidies that go to big oil in our country. That's what we should be doing. Isn't that a better show of what our values are? That we value the health of our women and our children. Why would we? And not only, to make matters worse, not only are they suggesting that we take the money from the prevention fund, the immunization and screening for breast cancer and cervical cancer and other women's health issues. Not only we should take the $5 or $6 billion from there, they're saying we should take the additional $5 billion that would be left in the account and repeal it. Repeal it. We're not even, we're taking twice as much money as we need for the student loan bill because we want to do away. We're going to use this as an excuse to do away with this prevention initiative that affects women's health so directly. It's outrageous. It's outrageous. We prefer tax subsidies for big oil rather than the health of America's women. Once again, they're targeting women's health. And so I urge my colleagues to vote against the previous question, so we will have an opportunity to at least put before the House an alternative that says, give us a choice to choose between whether we want to pay for the future, our young people's education by removing some of the subsidies to big oil, or we want to take it out of women's health. The very idea that the Republicans would deny us a vote to do that speaks very clearly about how focused they are on targeting women's health as something that they want to cut. So again, I urge my colleagues to vote no on the previous question, which would allow the House to vote on a Democratic bill that reduces the interest rates, keeps them at 3.4 instead of raising them to 6.8, which is in the Republican budget. And if we cannot do that, I urge my colleagues to vote no on this ill-conceived, way out of whack statement of values that we would make health pay for our children's education when we should be doing both. And so no on the previous question. If we're not allowed to do at least even take a vote, no on the bill, and let's admit that we can do better than that. With that, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Speaker, I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentleman from Florida.
Continue to reserve.
Gentleman from Florida reserves. The gentleman from Colorado.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield myself the remainder of the time.
Gentleman is recognized.